Good afternoon, all. Happy Sunday. Whew, I just got off. I am spent. I am mentally, physically, emotionally spent after this week. I'm on like day 11 straight, I think. And yeah. this world that we live in, right? My community that I live in is all but interesting. All but interesting, man. Just a trip. It is a trip. What you see the moment you walk out your door. There's no telling what you'll see. There's no telling what kind of people you'll come across, what kind of conversations you'll have. You just never know. You never know. You never know the words that are going to come out of people's mouths. You just don't. And it's so crazy to me how difficult it is for some people to say please and thank you, or no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Very simple, very simple. But no. You know what? I really don't feel like it. And it's just the amount of people that walk among us that are on their high horse, right? And again, I try really hard not to judge. I really, really do. I talk to God about it all day, every day, because I try to lead with a humble heart and knowing you just don't know what's going on in that head of theirs. You don't know what they're walking through. And you don't know the adopted mindset that has landed them where they're at to be rude and grumpy. But at the same time, it's like, there's just a point in your life where you get to a place where it's like, look, you don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me. You can think whatever it is you want to think about me. But the reality is, I don't need to deal with people's rude behavior, right? Like, you just don't. And so if I find myself in circumstances like that, I'll say in the conversation, no, thank you, right? I'll let them know the words just in case they forgot it. And I know that probably pisses a lot of people off, but I'm sorry. It's very simple to be kind, and we just choose not to. And it's bonkers to me. It's also bonkers to me to see what we chase after in reference to criminals and criminal activity. And this is globally, this is nationally, this is in the lower level communities, this is statewide, this is across the board, that we go after certain things, we monopolize on certain crimes. Some of the crimes are actually set up crimes, right? Because there's lots of patsies that walk among us. I would say some of the ICE agents, quote me if I'm wrong, they probably are. Because they probably have a dirty history and they're trying to clean it, right? Or whatever the case may be. Again, my opinions, allegedly, whatever. But I mean, it's just pretty evident in reference to the controlling system that they have created to create this chaos, where they have people out here acting irrationally, acting sporadically. And we're biting the bait in reference to that. When you protest with a wise mindset and understand where you fall on the food chain. And there's nothing wrong with protesting. There's nothing wrong with advocating. There's nothing wrong with speaking your truth and standing on it, right? But do it wisely. Do it wisely. Because at this point, there's very little control that we have. And when it comes to the system and the systematic abuse and the law system and the government system, there's lack thereof. There's lack thereof, and you have to recognize that. So don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be put in harm's way, or your life is going to be put in their hands. Because I can tell you right now, they're not going to treat you right. You're not going to be treated fair. You're not going to be treated with due process. The narrative that's going to be spun is going to be all but the truth. We see it on the broader scale. We see it what's happening with Charlie Kirk. We have people that are part of a setup plot in reference to murdering someone and taking them out, and they still walk among us. They still walk among us. We have pedophiles that walk among us. We have people that are overseeing wars that are killing innocent women and children and men for land, for real estate. Period. That is the grand scheme of things. And then they slap God into it in different areas and say God told them to do this. I want to know the conversation that these people had with God when he's like, hey, guys, this is what I'm going to have you do for me. I'm going to go ahead and have you set up and taking someone out and assassinate them on the world stage. It's what I'm seeing for the future of the nation. Yes, that's a conversation to have with God. Really? Okay. As well as God told me to attack people silently, loudly, in the back, in the dark, cyber attacks, cyberbullying, humiliation rituals, financial instability and abuse, psychological. I mean, yeah. And it's just so crazy to me how these people adopt this thinking. And it's like, how did you land in your mind where you think God would ever put a green light on that? Not to mention, where did we get to a place where you think God is going to allow you to put your blame on somebody else that doesn't deserve to carry it? Doesn't deserve to carry it. I mean, it's just so crazy to me sometimes. The things that I see, the things that I know, the understanding that I have. And it's just, and then on the other side of the fence, when things don't go their way, things start acting out, then they start acting absolutely crazy in reference to the words and the actions that follow. And then at that point, you then don't recognize that you're just telling on yourself. You're just telling on yourselves because you lack accountability and the ability to have a genuine, authentic conversation in reference to accepting some kind of responsibility. Some kind of responsibility. It is so difficult for people to land in a place of just a little bit of accountability and responsibility and mistreatment, misunderstanding. So many people land on false truths, half truths. I love that. Man, I meet that every day when I talk to people sometimes and I just pick up on their half truths. It's not even a full truth. It's a half truth. And then they think that because they're halfway telling the truth, it's okay. And it's like, at that point, when you're telling half the truth, how do you feel like you're moving genuinely? How are you moving honestly, authentically, when you're only moving in half of your truth? How are people supposed to even take you, particularly when they can see the other side of the truth that you're not telling? That's really hard. That is really hard. For me, it is. And it's been weighing heavy. It's been a heavy week. Just wrapping my head around some things and just the heaviness of it. I've always just been somebody that keeps to myself. I take pride in my work. I take pride in what I do. Every industry I go in, I give it my all. And it's so disheartening to me when I'm met with just lack of humility, just lack of human decency in the words that come out of some people's mouths. And I know it's on the broader scale and it's a part of life and it's kind of been adopted into this new way of life, but it's just not something that I will ever find a place in my world to be okay with. It's never going to settle well with me. And that's why I'm always going to be the odd man out. And I'm okay with that. Because I don't want to ever be in a world where it's okay for people to talk to you in a certain way and think that that is okay treatment, no matter who you are, because I wouldn't talk to them that way. So why is it okay for them to talk to me that way?